Hey everyone. Welcome to Yarn Geek and Friends. Today we have Noor, my friend from Noor's
Hi,
Knits.
everyone.
And for those of you guys who have not been here before, Noor's been on here several times and she always talks about awesome, awesome Tunisian crochet and all the cool stuff she's doing. And
I love Tunisian crochet. That's
uh,
that's my thing.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself, Noor, to everybody who maybe doesn't know you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I am Noorain. My full name is Noorain, but some people call me Noor, which is perfectly fine. I like my nickname. I am totally obsessed with Tunisian crochet. I initially started, like a lot of us did, opening up an Etsy shop and selling finished items. And I had no idea there was this whole world of designing, on the other side. And once I, got into it, I've been hooked. So I design mostly Tunisian crochet patterns for women, children in the home. I've done a lot of home decor things that Ginger actually helped me test one of my best-selling patterns, which is the honeycomb table runner and like kitchen set, basically. And it's super fun to work up, and it's one of my like faves. But I have a variety of designs. We can't really focus on just one, niche or one area because my creativity that's just how it flows. So I have a lot of different things. Like I said, home decor, children's patterns, and then women's patterns. So, yeah, and I also have a lot of tutorials over here on YouTube, trying to work towards growing my YouTube channel. So definitely go and subscribe and watch all the Tunisian crochet tutorials. I have a whole playlist, taking you through from the basics to like more complicated stitches, color work, and things like that. So you can check it out. And a couple of things I've been working on, like there's a lot going on behind the scenes that I haven't been able to share because there's specific timelines for releases and things like that, so I haven't been able to share. But like the most recent thing, like right now, something that's been going on, I don't know if you guys have heard of Rebecca Page. She has a bunch of like summits that she hosts. I think she's rebranded. I think she gave it over to someone else, but now I think it's called You Craft or something. But there's a summit going on right now, which is the Holiday Craft Summit. So there's a bunch of classes for different holiday crafts, holiday themed crafts, and my pattern was selected for the VIP access. So when you have VIP access, you can watch the full tutorial for this cute little gnome wall hanging, which I absolutely adore. I love how it worked up. And I love the fringe. Like I added beard fringe to it, and that was the most satisfying part of the project. But it's Tunisian crochet. You learn to do like the basic Tunisian crochet, a little bit of decreasing, as you can see here, and then attaching the dowel, adding fringe, and the main part is cross stitch on Tunisian crochet, which is super fun, and it's not complicated at all. It's like an alternative to, doing color work. If you don't want to do like the actual cover work, you can always do cross stitch because Tunisian crochet is like the perfect grid to work on, I think, if you want to do cross stitch. So,
Oh, I love that.
so
I love the
yeah.
reel you made for your Instagram for that too. It's something
Oh, really?
like some people
Yeah,
say
a friend.
crocheters
Yeah.
don't make many friends. Like, well,
Exactly,
I made
exactly.
mine.
Adults, I know it's hard to make friends, but you can always make
Yeah.
Yarny friends. So check it out. I wrote a whole blog post with all the details. Today, I think, was the last day of like the actual live summit, but you can always grab the pass, which will give you access to the tutorial for this and the written pattern for this. Everything's included in that, and then also access to all the other like I think there's a total of like 44 classes
Oh,
that you can
wow.
access. Yeah. So if you're looking for like holiday themed crafts to work on, there's a lot of embroidery, sewing, everything. It's like a good mix of everything. So if you want, you can check it out. I wrote a whole blog post called Holiday Craft crafts for adults because it's like geared towards adults. They also have sometimes summits for like kids and stuff, but this one's I think geared towards like adults and for you to get your crafting on for the holiday season. So check it out.
That's so
That's
exciting.
like
And
the most.
yeah,
Yeah.
the link for that is down below. And also, so how many total patterns are in that? Like, it's each
It's
is each class like a different design or pattern or craft or
yeah, it's like a different craft. I think there are a couple of people who submitted multiple crafts, but a lot of them are like, a single craft by like a certain designer,
Mhm.
and as I said, it's a variety of crafts. It's not just crochet, it's also like sewing, embroidery, all that stuff. I love seeing the little embroidery loop like hoops, like the small ones, and people doing like designs on that. I think it's so beautiful. So they have a lot of those that you can use for like, like maybe for ornaments or like just for decoration during the holidays. But there's a lot of great designs that you can check out. And it's like they have step-by-step tutorials. I think the summit basically it's like it's learning, right? So they
Mhm.
have tutorials for each one. You have to record a full tutorial. You don't have to submit a written pattern, but a lot of people do because that just makes it easier. You can follow along and see each step, and like detail. So yeah, so it has like all the fun stuff. There's a lot of great stuff on there. So check it out. Um, you want to share anything or you want to ask me
No,
anything?
I'm here to hear you. I want to hear
You just want to listen.
I
You
want
just
to
want to
listen,
listen.
and then we'll all ask questions.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so that was the holiday craft thing that's going on. And then recently I actually there was my pumpkin. I wanted to share a pumpkin with you guys too. But there's this autumn diamonds cape that I released.
I made you big so we can see all of
Oh,
your things better
oh,
because
thank you so much. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay.
I
So
love
this
this.
is
Oh my
this
gosh, I love
is
this.
and this is made with Entrelac crochet, so Entrelac Tunisian crochet. So you don't even need a Tunisian crochet hook for this, which is amazing because a lot of times we're intimidated because we don't have the tools. We don't have the right tools to work on Tunisian crochet. So this actually is made with just a traditional hook. And it's my Autumn Diamonds cape. I released this as a free pattern in collaboration with Crochet Foundry magazine. They have a blog hop going on. They do like an annual blog hop. So throughout the year, they'll showcase different designers each month. And they'll have a free pattern for you. So for I think in August, I believe it might have been July, yeah, July or August. I shared this Autumn Diamonds cape, which is a really fun pattern to work up. And I added a hood. So for the hood, you do need a Tunisian crochet hook just because of the size of it. But the rest of it you can work up with just a traditional hook, and it's so cozy. And I loved using the Wander yarn. Like this is one of my
Oh,
favorite
I love
yarns to
that.
work with. Acrylic, it's acrylic. There's a little bit of a sheen, and it's really soft.
Mhm.
And it's so versatile. You can use it for a lot of different projects. So, but this is Entrelac crochet, and I just love how it turned out. I'll wear it and show you guys.
That is
Let's see if I can
beautiful.
get it on. But it's so cozy and it's sort of like a statement piece too, kind of, I guess.
I love the hood.
Yeah, I love the hood too. It's so
Yeah.
perfect. Like
Well,
that's so
and
nice.
a lot of times when you wear a shawl or whatever, it'll just fall off your shoulders, but like a
Like
hood will hold
yeah.
hold it on. I
Yeah, and I added like a drawstring so you can like
Mhm.
tie it around. It is a little heavy, so it might help putting like a brooch or like a shawl pin or something
Mhm.
on to keep it in place. But it's so cozy. I love how it turned out. It's super huge.
Yeah. Well, that's what you
Yeah,
want. That's what you want during the fall is something just to get moving
exactly.
in.
Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, I think that was and then recently I released a the Fuzzglow Monster pattern, which is like it's like a beginner friendly again. I've been trying to come up with designs that are beginner friendly that I can have like full tutorials for on here that are easy to follow. If you have been wanting to try Tunisian crochet, and again, you don't have the tools, just pick up, any yarn and hook that you have in your stash and start working. So this is the Fuzzglow Monster. I made it with the DIY Glow Chanel yarn by Lion Brand Yarn.
That's so
And
cute.
it's so cute, and it glows in the dark. It's so cute and fun. Like, my kid loves it. He's like, "Oh, I love how
Yeah,
this looks."
perfect for this
Yeah.
time of year.
For Halloween, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm like actually in the process of working up multiple ones to just give to my kiddos' class. Like I want to just give it to them for their Halloween party. It'll be a nice little, like it'll be fun. So
that
yeah,
is
this kind of
fun.
looks like it's called the Fuzzglow Monster. I have a tutorial on here, and I also wrote up all the instructions on my blog post, so you can find all the stuff in the description. I think Ginger linked it, so you just need like a little bit of scrap black yarn and like a one safety eye because one-eyed monster. Um, but it's so cute. I love it. I love how it turned out, and it does glow in the dark. I think the green glows a little more than the purple yarn. They're varying, like in the strength of glowing, I guess, if you're
That's
looking for something that actually glows.
sure.
So
That's good to know because I got some of that green yarn and I'm
you
really
did
excited.
okay,
Yes, yes.
awesome. Yeah, I noticed that the purple doesn't glow as much. The green does, and I think the white. I also picked up the gray too, but it wasn't glowing as much. So I guess the darker colors don't glow as much, but the lighter colors definitely do. And then I have this pumpkin. This is an old pattern, but I just wanted to share because I love how it looks on the velvet yarn. This is my chunky Tunisian pumpkin. This one you do have to have a Tunisian crochet hook, but it works up really like fast and it's easy to follow along. And I have a tutorial for this as well on here. So
That
it's
is
super
so cute.
cute, so textured. I just love
Yeah.
like when the stitch definition shows up really nicely. Like this burnout velvet, I love it. I love working with it. Um, let's see what else. Oh, I wanted to also share if you guys are into shawls, and if you liked my the Autumn Diamonds cape, I do have this Colors of the Wind wrap, which I released a couple of years ago. But it's just like a kind of like a wrap. It's like a big scarf, I guess you could say, or a wrap. But basically, it's just like there's just so many textures that I included in this. I love how it worked up. It is using like the honeycomb, the simple stitch. You get to practice some of the knit stitch. But this was made with for Furls again for Furls Crochet a blog hop like a couple of years ago, using their Wander palette pack. And I think this was like the autumn themed one, but I don't know if they have the palette packs anymore, but you can definitely build your own. And
Sure.
I just love like how this is probably one of my more complicated patterns that I had to write up because as you can see, it's not like straight. It's like staggered kind of.
Yeah.
And it was inspired by Pocahontas and the Colors of the Wind songs. I just love that song. It's so beautiful.
I
So I wanted
love
to
it.
kind of depict like you know, the colors of the wind effect, and
Yeah.
I hope I established that with this, but I love how it, like, turned
Totally.
out, and then obviously we have to have fringe because I love fringe. I don't know about you.
I love the way it looks. I don't like actually doing it because I feel like I just want to be crocheting. But
Oh, I get what you're saying, like, you don't wanna, like, be focusing
yeah,
when you're crafting onto, like, a mindless yeah, I get that.
exactly.
Yeah,
But I love all
and
the different
then
textures in that. That is so pretty.
yeah, I just wanted something to be kind of like a sampler project, I
Mhm,
guess, like a Tunisian sampler. So you
mhm.
get to practice some of the different stitches and also color work because, color
Because
work is always fun.
yeah,
Yeah. And let's see what else. There's another thing, a couple of more things. Sorry. I
you
just want to show.
see anything and everything.
Okay, awesome. So this is something that I think I released this last year. Um, This is the juniper step scarf. That's what I called it. The juniper is because of the yarn. This is Lion Brand yarn, Two of Wands and Lion Brand when they did the collaboration, the Hue and Me. And I love, love, love this yarn. It's so soft and I just love how it works up. But this is the juniper step scarf, and I used a bamboo stitch. Um, sorry. So knitting has a bamboo stitch. I don't know if you guys are knitters. If you're watching and you knit, you probably have heard of the bamboo stitch. So this is the Tunisian equivalent to that. I have a tutorial for it on my channel as well. And basically, you're alternating these little steps looking stitches. But it's really fun to work up. And I like the bamboo stitch. It's pretty easy to follow. It looks complicated, but it's not.
That
And
I need to try that just so I can learn that stitch. I just need to go
it's
through and do all of your stitch tutorials and make all your patterns
yeah,
so
you
I'm
should
all
add
of
it.
it.
I added another one recently, which is kind of like it's like a butterfly stitch, I guess. It's
Uh-huh.
really nice. Yeah, it would be nice for like a spring project or something. So I have that. But yeah, I love the
Pretty.
tassels. But this is a nice cozy scarf. It's pretty long, like you can wrap it around twice and it'll be really cozy for this
Ooh.
time of year. So yeah, check that out. And then something I'm currently working on, if you guys don't follow me, like, or if you do follow me, you've probably seen I've posted a lot with Hobie yarns. I've been working with them over the past year. So I have a project coming up and I'm really excited. I just finished it. So, first of all, I need to talk to you guys about the yarn because this yarn is probably my most favorite yarn that I've worked with to date because it's so beautiful. And you probably know which one, Ginger.
I do. I
If you
love
saw my reels, you
I
probably
have
know which yarn I'm talking about. But
yeah, drool.
you
Love it.
guys,
Yes.
you need to look into this yarn. I don't care, like this is the yarn. Trust me. This is Hobie Pearly Haze, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And it is so soft. It is so soft, and the sheen and the stitch definition, I can't stop talking about it because it's just so beautiful and it's so fluffy. It's like you're working with a cloud. Like it's so soft. I love it so much.
I'm
And
literally
it's a
holding mine right now.
You are?
I grabbed
Yes,
it off
you have
my
some
shelf.
too?
I
You have some
do.
too? Yes. So this is yeah, it's amazing. It's size 4, worsted weight. It's a viscose and wool blend, which makes it so soft and just and the color is not showing up as it is here, but it's like this beautiful teal color and I cannot get over it. It's so soft. I loved working with this. And then this is like a mint blue. Yeah, the colors are totally off on here, but check out their
Mhm.
website and get this yarn because if you are looking for yarn, don't get anything else. Get this.
It's and let me I want to cut in real quick. This
Yeah,
reminds me of the it feels very similar to the Karen. Oh, what were those cakes that just came out last spring? They are although this
latte
is
latte cakes.
not the
Is that
latte
what it?
cakes. They're a chain spun, not the cinnamon swirl, but the other one. I'll remember the name in just a little bit.
Oh
But
my gosh. There's another yarn that's like
there
this yarn
there
as
is, although
well.
this one is softer. This one is softer, but
It's
it's
like
reminiscent. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, I'm sorry I
yeah.
interrupted.
No, it's okay. Go for it. I love learning about more yarn and like, if there are other variations, yes, yes, please.
Yes,
I would
please.
love to try it. Exactly. This is so like I can't get over it. It's so
Yeah.
pretty and it's just so soft. And I am working on a design with that yarn. I'm gonna show you guys a bit of a sneak peek, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I should show you guys the whole thing because I haven't shared it anywhere else yet, but
Ooh.
um
Oh,
it's
that's
an
so
exclusive, but I'll show you a piece of it. But look at this
pretty.
gorgeous, like this is knit. and I am working on writing up the pattern as we speak. So stay tuned. I'm hoping to release it beginning of November. Yeah, it's with Hobie, and I love it so much. It's so soft,
That has
and I
got
just love the colors. The colors are just oh,
yeah.
it's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. And then I don't know if you've tried Lion Brand local grown yarn yet. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it is 100% wool and it's locally grown. Like it's within the US, made in the US, and
Oh,
it's soft and I love it. And this is maple. And I made something with it, which I like. It was just totally a mindless project here that I am trying to write up. It's gonna be a free pattern, hopefully at some point. But I did like
for
a ear warmer type
yeah.
situation with it, and it's
Ooh,
basically yeah. So I did like the purl
oh,
stitch and the knit stitch,
pretty.
like alternating. Like I did like a kind of like
Yeah.
a diagonal and, like, just kept switching. So it's, like, kinda like a winding situation here. So I
Oh, I
love
love
how it
that.
yeah, I wanna make it so that you can, like, customize it to your head circumference. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be like a, like a customized, custom fit sort of pattern where you can just make it according to your own head circumference. So I hope to release this soon. I wanna do a tutorial. It's just the time that it takes to record and edit, I'm
Sure.
sure you know,
Exactly.
right? It's like a whole process, and then you have to do your research with all the keywords and everything, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why you see me slowly uploading things.
But you're
So,
doing it, and that's
ex
great.
exactly, exactly. I'm doing it slowly but surely, so I hope you guys, check out the tutorials I have right now. That would help me.
Without a
Um,
doubt, yeah. Go check out all of Noor's tutorials. She has awesome
yeah.
you guys have been wanting to Tunisian crochet to learn.
Like, I am working on this again. Oops, sorry, I'm showing you guys the wrong side, I think. Wait. See, I'm trying to work another one up. And I'm using so this is the thing, I'm using a carousel hook, a furls carousel hook. So I'm trying to make it so that it's super easy. You don't need to grab any extra things. Just grab what you have and start working. So that's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about a lot of your designs is you can just pick up a hook and Tunisian crochet, especially the
Yeah.
entrelac. I love
The
that.
Entrelac is so pretty the way it works up, with the multiple colors, like, it's so pretty. I love it. And the thing is, even within the Entrelac, you can use different stitches. It doesn't have to be just a simple stitch, right?
Mhm.
So it's really versatile. You can add in the honeycomb stitch, you can add in, the pearl stitch, you can alternate, and it'll look so beautiful. There's so much you can do with it, basically.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I got obsessed a year or so ago doing honeycomb entrelac. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't stop doing this. And so I have a bunch of blankets started, but not exactly finished.
Yeah, I know, same. Like, I have so many projects just, like, sitting there. Like, I have this I'll show you. This is just on my desk. Like,
Oh, here, gotta make a
I'm
big
trying to do a pumpkin. Trying to do a pumpkin here, but, like
oh
but it's just been sitting there. This is the burlap blanket ombre, um, in, like, a orange I think it's called Orange Crush or something. Yeah, Orange Crush
so many
ombre.
pretty
And I'm
colors in
just
that ombre.
yeah, it does, and it's just been sitting here, like, like, did a little bit, and then it's just sitting there. I need to, like, finish it. You know how it is, like, the
Oh
unfinished
yeah.
whips, they just stare at you.
I know. And then sometimes the
Right?
yarn, you don't even have a whip yet. And the yarn is just sitting there saying,
It's just there.
you
Exactly, like, "Come, work on me."
play with me, touch me.
Pick me, yeah, exactly. I recently, like, well, I think on Amazon Prime Day, like, I got, like a shelf or whatever, and I stocked it up. I have everything there, and I have all these ideas, but I'm like, "Okay, now I need to figure out the time, like, the timeline for it." Exactly.
It's like,
That's the
oh
hard
my
part.
gosh. And that's a question I have. how do you find all the time to do these things? Like, because I know you have like creative explosions in your head going on
Oh
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
all the
How,
time.
not only how do you find your time, but how do you stop yourself from just starting everything?
I'm a big like writer. Like I have to write things down and like, stay that really helps me stay on track. Like I'll write down my ideas, I'll like draw them out or whatever if I have to and just kind of get them out. And then I'll see, okay, like, what's and also, part of it has to do with like the companies I'm working with. Like if there's something that's going on with Hobie, I have to go by their timeline. That really helps me, which is why I like, get involved with their challenges and things like that because it keeps me on track. And then it also like, it helps me find the creativity basically. Like if I'm having like a block and I need like a prompt, it really helps. And then with furls too, like furls sometimes has specific things going on, and that always helps. But I think for me the main thing is writing things down and just making sure like I'm only focusing on one thing at a time and just like sticking to the deadlines basically. So and sometimes I have to create my own deadlines and I try to stick to them. Like the monster pattern, like I had it in my head, like, okay, I need to do this. And then I kind of like wrote it out. And I'm like, okay, let's try to get this. Let's try to get this going, record the tutorial, edit it, get it up by a certain date. And I wanted to do it by the 13th, which, that's when I released it because Friday the 13th,
Right, right.
So I kind of like stuck to that whole timeline and just went for it. So
Because you can't have a Friday the 13th in October during
and
Halloween
not
and
share anything, right?
not do something, right?
Exactly. I know, right? It's crazy. Like it's so crazy that it fell in October and
I
you have to
know.
you have to share something. I saw
Exactly.
you were in Louisiana. So how was that?
Oh
How
my
was
gosh,
your Louisiana trip?
that was like it was something that just kind of came up. First, my husband was going to go um just go down to see his grandparents, and then he was like, "Well, I
Okay.
really would like you to come with me." And I was like, "Well, I don't know if I can come because I got a lot of stuff to do."
Stuff to do,
But
yeah.
yeah, I didn't want him to have to go down there alone. But yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We left last Thursday at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Drove
wow.
four, 14 hours,
Oh my
and
goodness.
then the let's see, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were just, or Friday and Saturday were like nonstop. Like when you go see family, it's just like, oh, there's everything going on. And we ended up having our vows renewed, which
Oh,
really,
that's so sweet.
yeah, because the first time we
Congratulations.
met,
That's really
thank
nice.
you so much. Because his grandpa's a preacher, and so I think that's kind of
Oh.
why he was wanting me to come down there.
Aw.
So, and then 14 hours. We left again Sunday morning
Oh
at
my
3 o'clock in
goodness.
the morning and came
Wow.
back. And then the next 3 days, I was watching my granddaughter. Well,
Aw.
yeah,
She's so
all day.
cute. She's so big now.
Thank you.
So cute. I remember she modeled this. Was it the skirt or no,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
dress or the skirt? Ginger has tested for me and it's been a really long time since I've like done tester calls and things like that. But thank you so much. You helped me with those designs. Like that
I
was
love.
awesome.
Well, I love it because I learn something new every time. Every time I
With
test.
Tunisian, yeah.
But that was Abby. That was my older granddaughter.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
she was just like not feeling the dress. Although it's
Aw.
like the cutest little skirt ever.
Yeah.
But and Abby was my younger one. They're like almost 10 years apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Aw. They're so cute though. I love those pictures. Even though she wasn't feeling it, the pictures still came out really cute.
I know. They were like, whoa,
Yeah.
this girl's got character.
Yeah.
So and
Uh,
your kids are getting older. Wait,
well,
I
I just
forget
have the one right
the
now.
one.
Just have
That's
one.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 7 now. It's so crazy to think, like, I started, my Instagram and, like, started my journey when he was just 1 years old, and it's just, like, he was a 1-year-old, and I was trying to, like, do something that, I can still attend to him, but also, do something for myself, and it's just crazy how it's evolved over time. Like, it's just It's crazy. There's like been so much growth, and I'm really grateful to everyone's support. It went from just like, having an Etsy shop to expanding to like, Ravelry, Lovecrafts, Ribbler, all those like, pattern platforms, and then also YouTube and the blog and everything. Like it's been really, really nice. And like meeting everyone,
Oh, sure.
the Yarnie community. It's amazing.
It's amazing, and it's been so much fun watching you grow too, because like I remember, I mean, cuz I've known you for a while on Instagram, and just, it's just fun watching you grow, because like going from straight pictures to reels, I love the reels because your personality really comes out in
Really
that.
shows up. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Cuz you can do some funny stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. But pretty stuff
Yeah.
too, but funny.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's just the last couple of weeks. We all know it's been a sad time for everybody, and it's just been hard to get that part out, like to do those funny reels again. So just kind of like taking it slow on that side, been focusing on,
Sure.
other things behind the scenes. I have a lot of deadlines coming up that I want to, work on as well. So just trying to find that, praying for all the people who are in distress and everything that's been going on. It's just like, we're all on the same team. Like there doesn't need to be any hate. It's just like we have different opinions. We might have different opinions, but we do need to find that peace and like, work together and learn from each other, educate each other. Just, there's just a lot of like negativity and hate that doesn't need to be,
Exactly.
part of all this. So I just wanted to also say that I'm sorry to like bring that in, but
No.
like
No,
I
and
think it's important to address that. So
it's a huge thing, because I've been the same way,
yeah.
and you've noticed I haven't had
Yeah.
like very many posts on Instagram. It's just, there's
Yeah. It's
something in here that just can't, and we're all in this together. We're all in this world together, and
yeah.
I don't like to look at labels, political sides, whatever. We are all
Yeah.
human beings, and
Yeah. Yeah.
we all have that love. And so I think that's the important thing.
Yeah, we gotta
That's
find
what
that peace, and we can always learn from each other. If you're willing to learn, you will reach out and we'll talk, and that's how you progress. But it's like, it's just kindness above all. That's my thing. Like just be kind to each other, even in your difference of opinion. You want to talk about something respectfully, you can, and just move forward that way. Like it doesn't have to be all that negativity and hate.
And
So
that's one
yeah.
thing that I love about our whole community is really,
Yeah,
I mean, we're all very similar. We love yarn, we love making things for people. We love,
exactly.
I think that I think I'm safe to say that all of us in here just have that love. And so I'm grateful to be
Yeah.
among.
Part of the
Yeah,
community, and like just focusing on making for everybody. So yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much like what's been going on with me, working on a lot of different things. Make sure you check out all my links, follow me on social media, all that stuff. I think Ginger has listed all my links in the description there. So
I just noticed
yeah,
that I didn't put your YouTube link, which I will put right afterwards. I
yeah.
Jamie's been wonderful in the chat. Jamie's Butterbean. She's been putting your YouTube
Aw,
link in there every once in a while. So
thank you
thank
so much. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. I
yeah,
really appreciate it. Yeah.
and questions. You guys, do you have any questions? In
Yeah, let me know if you got any questions at all, related to Tunisian.
For
I'm
sure.
here for it.
Now you knit too, right?
I do knit, and I've slowly been like I'm going from like mainly like I did have like a few knitting tutorials here and there and a couple of knitting patterns, but I've been shifting over to Tunisian crochet mostly just because
Mhm.
that's where my creativity is leading me. But I do have a few like beginner tutorials for knitting. I like to focus on knitting when I need to like decompress, when I need to just take a minute. it really helps like calm me down because that's the first craft I learned, believe it or not. Like that's what I started with. That's why my name is Noor's Knits
Mhm.
everywhere. That's my brand name. But I've been shifting to like Tunisian crochet mostly. So
Well, and I think it's so cool because Tunisian is very similar at times to knitting, especially when you're using the long Tunisian hook.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. With the multiple loops and everything. So it's a very similar to knitting. So with crochet, it's so funny because when I started, I didn't get the hang of it. Like I just didn't, I couldn't do it. I had to like take a break and then come back and learn like the traditional crochet. Even now, it's like not perfect. Like when I make amigurumis and stuff, it's kind of hard for me.
It's
Yeah, like I always like they'll be a little wonky, but you know, so that's
that's
why I stick to
okay.
the Canadian crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool, talking about watching each other grow and everything on the socials is if you go back to a couple of the old videos, it's like that was I think you came on one of my lives right when you were starting your YouTube channel too, or you had already started it. And
Yeah.
but it's so cool that you're back here now. And
I know, I love that. Thank you so much for having me. I need to also because I think when I just started, I had people on my YouTube channel as well.
Mhm.
I would love to do that again. It's just a matter of like, actually organizing everything. You do such a good job with that. Like you're so consistent with like having everyone on here, and I love that. I love finding new like YouTubers, new designers on here. It's awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, see, I'm not great. And that's why I asked you about the discipline of like not starting too many things and all that.
Projects, yeah.
That's not my strong point, but I love talking to,
You love talking to people,
oh,
right?
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I love that, like, the whole interview style that you have going on and, like, what that you have all these other people on here. I think it's awesome.
Well, thank you. Well, and I think it's important too because I know that there's like not a lot of people who are on YouTube or on Instagram and whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys have to know all these people on Instagram, and all these people on Instagram don't need to know all the people on
On
YouTube.
YouTube, exactly, yeah, it's
But
like
you guys
a
are
it's
all so
like a
awesome.
crisscross. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, so what do you have coming up in the like coming up for, or those all things that are like projects that you're working on but can't talk about yet?
Well, I think I showed you guys, like, the sneak peek. That's my, like,
Okay,
next thing
okay.
that I'll be releasing. The Hobie, it's part of the Japandi challenge, so
Yeah.
the one where I use the pearly haze. It's like a Japanese and, Scandinavian aesthetic, that's what they were going for, and I also love these challenges because it introduces me to all these other creative people and, like, the designers and stuff. If you search the hashtag, you'll find all these amazing people that have created all these beautiful things for the
Mhm.
challenge, and I just love seeing that.
Well,
It's like I thrive on seeing other people's creativity too, so it really helps. So if you're on Instagram, check it out. Check the hashtag out. It's called Hobie Japandi, and then you'll see like all the things that people have been working on. It's really cool.
it is cool. And I'm a little behind on mine, but I was
You're
gonna
also part of the challenge. I love that.
but
Yes.
I gotta tell you, I gotta brag a little bit because it's kind of related to you. I did do a well, what I'm working on is Tunisian Entrelac crochet
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
with a cotton
I
silk
love
yarn,
that.
the Friends
Cotton
cotton silk.
Oh
I
my
love
Do
that
you have
yarn.
that yarn? I want to see it if
I
you
do.
have it.
Oh, do I
Show
have
me
some
it.
up
Show
here?
me it.
Here, I can hold on. I'll run and get it
Okay.
real quick. If you can hold down the fort for just a second.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
Okay,
sure.
let me go get that
Let me
yarn.
know if you guys have any questions at all or what's going on. And then Ginger can, like, convey those because I can't really see I don't know if I can see the chats here, but if you're in here, let me know if you have any questions at all, anything that's, um, anything you want to know about Tunisian, um, or like what your favorite project was out of the things that I shared. Um, I forgot to share one other thing. While Ginger is grabbing hers, I'm gonna grab. So Ginger, I'm gonna grab a couple of things that are in the closet that I forgot to bring out. So
Okay.
that I want to also share with you guys. So I think
Okay.
they're here. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you guys, I'm going to show Noor when she comes back, but I couldn't just make one. I had to make two. So
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to see this because
okay.
wow.
Yeah, this is okay. Here's what the label looks like. I don't have a whole one left,
Cotton silk, friends cotton silk. Okay.
but this yarn,
Okay, that
it,
looks so soft and
it
beautiful.
is
I love it.
so soft and so
It's giving me homespun vibes, kind of.
it
Like Lime
is
Brand homespun.
it is a little, but it's not the boucle. It's wrapped kind of like, have you ever used the Karen Ripple cakes?
No, I haven't. I've seen them though, I think, at Joann's. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very similar to that.
Wow.
Hold on, let me see if I
That
can.
is
Oh,
Oh my goodness. That looks really beautiful though.
it
I bet it was so
is.
nice to work with.
And oh my gosh, I cannot. I'm just going to show you the whole thing because I started one, but I ended up making two because I couldn't decide whether I wanted to. This is a cowl
Oh my
with picot on the top and the
Oh my
bottom.
god. That looks so beautiful, Ginger.
Thank
I love
you.
it. I love it so much. And it looks like a nice project you can just like work up quickly. It's not gonna take forever. Like that's the best
Yeah,
part.
it wasn't
And
bad. It
it's
was just four squares, for the Tunisian squares, which I made a tutorial for, and
nice.
then ribbing on the top and the bottom, and then the picot.
I love that. I love the little picot edge. Like that's just the edging. It's so pretty. It's so
Thank
pretty. I
you.
love it. It adds
Yeah.
such a nice little pretty touch to it.
Well, and
Like
I
the
thought
picot edging. It's so creative.
it's just so this yarn has beautiful
Oh
drape.
yeah.
And then of course I had to make one with a bigger ribbing and blue.
You could just, like, cover oh my god, it's so pretty. I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it. It's so nice. It's so nice. I love that.
But
And I
it's
love that you were inspired by the Entrelac. Yes, mission
yes.
accomplished. So
It's
good.
there are so many, Tunisian crochet is so, I mean, it's similar, but it's so very different too. It's like a whole new fun thing to work on.
Exactly. I love it because it's again, like I said, it's so versatile. Like each square, you can do a different set of stitches and it'll be so pretty. It'll just look so nice. Like I think I randomly like picked out some yarn from my stash. That's another whip that's in my whip pile, but it's Sorella's yarn that I got
Uh-huh.
like a really
Oh,
long ago. I picked it up. I started working it up. It's like a wool yarn. And, I did, like, squares of, like, alternating stitches, like, I did honeycomb for one square, simple stitch, and then, like, knit stitch, and it just looks so pretty, and it's just sitting there. I've been working on it, like, slowly, but yeah.
yeah, in between projects.
Exactly, in between projects, and it's like it's taking a little longer because it's smaller, like, I use a smaller hook size,
Mhm.
and the stitches are a bit smaller, but it looks really pretty, and I hope to finish it someday.
Yeah,
Someday.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and so another thing from Hobie that I forgot to share with you guys is, the Hobie Elements challenge I was part of. I released another kitchen set pattern. So this is like you're gonna make me big again, right? Yeah.
Yep, I
Yeah,
am.
so
I
this
love that.
is this is a placemat, and it's the Elements kitchen set. So it's a placemat and coaster set, and it's supposed to be like a minimalist design,
Mhm.
which is like the simple stitch and then a little bit of cross stitch, and then I did something different, which I loved how it turned out because this is like a border, but using surface slip stitch pretty much. I think that's that. Yeah, it's like a surface slip stitch border. and I love
that is
how it worked.
so pretty.
Yeah,
I
it worked
love
out.
that
And
border.
I did I think I did a tutorial for this border as well on here. So if you want to use that border for your projects, check it out. It's pretty. It's really pretty. I love it. But I do recommend you use a larger hook size than what you use for your main project,
Mhm.
because surface slip stitch basically gets scrunched a little, so
Sure.
it'll be a little hard to, yeah. So this is a coaster, and then it's a placemat, so you get both patterns in one,
And you
and
use that
this is how
same
it turned
stitch
out.
around the edge of that
Of
too.
the placemat, yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
exactly.
I love that whole
It's like a
pattern.
minimalist way of, like doing a border, because I couldn't decide on what type of border I should do, and then I was like, "Okay, this looks really pretty." I just tried it out, I'm like, "Hey, I like how it looks." But I use the cotton, Friends cotton for this,
Oh,
and it's super soft, and it's really great for, like, home projects, I think, and, like,
I
kitchen
agree.
projects. Yeah,
I have
so,
made,
yeah.
yeah, I love that. I love the whole Friends, Hobie Friends line.
There's just so much variety in the yarn that they have on there. Yeah, I
I know.
love it.
I know.
One day I'll be trying all of their yarn.
I know.
I want to try all of them. And then another thing that I did, this I want to share because
Oh,
I have like a whole playlist for this wild one baby blanket that I released. And it was so fun to work up because it's a bunch of squares, and then you join them together, and I'm holding it upside down. Here we go. So it's like,
oh,
let me stand up and show you. But this is the blanket. And it's like a variety of different Tunisian crochet stitches. There's like I made clouds with the bobble stitch.
oh,
I did
wow.
honeycomb, for one of the squares. So some of the
Mhm.
filler squares are like basic stitches, like just a single stitch. This
Yeah.
is a lattice. And then I did something different where I did duplicate stitch on top of Tunisian knit stitch.
Mhm.
So if you guys don't know, like duplicate stitch is like embroidering. So I did that, and then there's like a minimalist. And my favorite square in all of this is this mountain square. I love how it turned out.
That's my
So
favorite too. I love that.
I love this blanket, and I almost gave it as a gift, but then I was like, this is one project I can't part with because I love it so much, so I kept it for myself.
Yeah, I have
I
projects.
was like, I can't give it away. But it's so pretty. Like I love how it turned out. And then I did just like a single crochet border around it with
Mhm.
all the colors, and yeah, I used We Crochet Comfy Worsted for this. They gifted it to me,
Okay.
so
That was my
yeah.
next question. I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Which yarn?
you have got to tell me
It's
what yarn you used."
Yeah, I use We Crochet Comfy Worsted. It's really drapey, and it's just it's beautiful. It's a cotton, and it's really soft. It's
I
perfect for baby projects. Again, We Crochet is another really great company with a lot of great yarns. So yeah, I love working with their yarns too. So yeah, those are kind
oh,
of the things that I worked on, all the stuff I had going on. Oh my gosh, it was so fun to catch up with you finally and talk about
I
all this stuff.
know. I know. I could just talk to you forever about all the yarn.
Ah,
It's like I wish
all
there
the
was
yarn
more.
and all the Tunisian crochet could go on and on.
I know. I know. And you guys, seriously, I know like I've made a couple of Tunisian crochet tutorials, but Noor has a ton. So you guys need to go over there and she teaches you like basics. And now, do you have any knitting tutorials too, or is it
I have a playlist where I have like basics. Those are kind of older, the tutorials, but I
Mhm.
mean, you can see everything clearly
Sure?
and stuff. So yeah, yeah. You could check those out too. They're the basics, like, how to cast on, how to, do like the purl knit, the basic knit and purl and all that. So definitely check it out. And yeah, I loved catching up with you. And I hope you guys liked all the projects. Check them out. Show some love. My main goal on here, if you're on YouTube, please check out my tutorials because I'm trying to get to that, watch hours
Yes.
criteria so I can grow and share more free patterns with you guys, eventually.
Now,
That's my goal.
do you have a weekly upload schedule, or do you have like a regular upload schedule? Because we'll make sure to be there.
So I try to be live on Wednesdays. I try to like some Wednesdays I'm not able to, but I try to be live every Wednesday around like 1 o'clock. So 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then like my uploading, I need to get on a proper uploading schedule because
You and me both.
yeah, like the tutorials, I have so many ideas and I know that it's a matter of just recording and just getting it uploaded. I have a few things in mind. Like I need to share a tutorial for Tunisian two-tone. So like, when you do the stripes, like return pass in one color and like the forward pass on another color. So that's one tutorial I'm gonna be hopefully working on. Um, but yeah, I have a couple of like yarn haul videos because I know you do a lot of those. I have a couple of those like Joanne's yarn haul and like Amazon Prime. I did like a video on like Amazon Prime things that I bought recently, so you could check it out. And then like Timu, I don't know if you guys have tried Timu yarn, but a couple of the yarn skeins that I got on there. It's like super, super cheap, but it seems like it's good quality. I haven't worked it up yet, but it
I'm
looks
wondering.
one of them is very comparable to the Bernat Maker Home Decor. I need to compare the two by
Oh,
doing like swatches. I need to do that, but it looks very similar and it's like it feels the same. So
that's exciting. I love that. That's what
yeah.
that table runner is made out of.
Yeah, the table runner is made
Yeah.
with the honeycomb kitchen set. It's made with Barnett Maker Home Decor. And I need to also, this is on my, you guys hold me accountable because I need to work on more of those kitchen set type patterns because
Love them.
everybody loves those. I've noticed across platforms, especially on Etsy. Like if you are a seller on Etsy, I'm gonna let you in on a secret that home decor does really well. So if you're trying to focus on patterns or designing or whatever, that's my secret to you guys. I want you guys to do well too. So I'm gonna share that with you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, home
Thanks for
decor is really good, I think. Yeah.
well, they're such great to just put makeup for gifts and things like that because
Exactly. People love it. People love it,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. I
And you
think
know,
that's like it goes really well with the Etsy like aesthetic or whatever. Like people are on there for home items, I think a lot of them.
oh,
So
and the pillows. You have some great
oh,
design.
yeah, I have a lot of pillow patterns too that you might love. Like, I try to do pillows that are like, like they'll go with a lot of different
Mhm.
settings and are, like they're the basic stitch, but then the stitch definition is so nice and like it'll look great in like any home decor setting.
Yeah, I love all
Yeah.
of those. And now all of those you have all your patterns in Etsy and Ravelry and tutorials on YouTube and on your website. There's your blog and you have patterns, free patterns over there.
I have free and paid patterns. So the Autumn Diamonds cape is actually a free pattern. Even though it's like such a like it's a complex pattern,
Mhm.
but it's all on my blog. Like if you scroll through, you'll see like step by step all the instructions and everything.
That's amazing. That must have taken a lot of time to make too.
It
A lot
did.
of
It did.
hours.
Oh my gosh. That project was like I got a bunch of like gray hairs working on that project, but it was worth it in the end because it was so like I loved how it turned out. And
It's
like
a
the
labor of
pictures and
love.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, thank you so much for coming today and everybody in the chat.
Thanks so much for having me. I love talking with you about all the yarn stuff and Tunisian crochet, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. And I hope to see all of you guys for watching. Come on over to my YouTube channel as well, and I hope I see you guys there in the comments and all that. Drop some comments. Let me know. If there's something specific you want to see. I always love gaining insight from the audience to see what you guys want to see. Like if there's any specific Tunisian crochet tutorials you want to see, I'll learn those and I'll get them on my YouTube channel. So let
That
me
is
know.
awesome. I'll think of some. I'm
Yeah, yeah, let me
I got some
know.
right here.
Seriously. Yeah, let me know.
Oh, actually, here I've got one. I've got one right now. I just made this. It's a bag a day crochet tutorial. But that's a little dress,
Uh-huh.
and it hangs over the oh, what's it called? The oven. So it's like a little washcloth thing. But
Oh.
my son has requested an overall pattern
Ooh.
of that. So if you could ever think of one, that not girly, but for guys, a dishcloth that hangs over. I know that's kind of specific, but
Oh my goodness, a dishcloth. That's
there,
so interesting.
there
I've never thought of that, but
is a
wow.
challenge.
Yeah. That is a challenge. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah, I'll send you the link on Instagram just to show you what
Yeah.
the world I'm talking.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That would be so cute though. I'm kind of imagining it in my head. I'm like, okay.
You could put little
It'd be
things in
cute.
the pocket. And,
Little buttons and yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, yeah. So cute. I'll have to try to think of something.
Okay. Well, everybody go subscribe to Noor over on YouTube. You're already here. Go subscribe. Thank you, Jamie, for putting her link up. And of course, go
Thank
visit
you
her
so much. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you
and
so much.
go see her on Instagram. The pictures are
Yes,
amazing.
yes, follow me there. I always share, like, my updates and things like that. I shared a sneak peek just the other day of the Hobie, the thing that's coming up. There's
Yes.
2 Hobie patterns that will be coming up, hopefully, so
So excited.
stay tuned for those.
Okay, guys.
Alright, take care. Thanks so much for
Bye.
having me, Ginger. Take care. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.